Welcome back, astronomical learners. I'm your host, Mrs. Deanna, and this is our last Freebie Friday of July 2026. If you've enjoyed this series, please let me know in the comments and I might keep it going. But to kick us off, I wanted to let you know that I've made my entire shop on my website completely free. I used to have some sprinkled in here at certain prices, others different prices, but in honor of advocacy, I am making everything free. So please join me and I will show you what you can choose from. All right, so as you should know by now, if you've been following the series, that when you come to my website, you should be able to click on the shop link and you will see all of my printables, ebooks, and sometimes services. So the first little collection here are the ebooks that you have mostly watched. The only one I didn't really go over is this middle school shift, but it's free as well. Then down here, it's more of homework help. So this one is kind of popular. It's a homework cheat sheet, kindergarten through 8th grade. Then here we have, this is more structured math, but it's a concrete representational abstract, printable math mat. And then when you move on, this is kind of like just like a learning to read and write section. They're all free. This one's like the most popular on Pinterest. It's like the autograph book. And then we come here to advocacy tools. So I'm going to hit view all to show you. So we can kind of run through here. So again, we can separate them through the little tabs. But if we want to go to all products, if we want to view all, we come here. So this is my most recent one just because I personally made it for my home. And then you kind of see here where I kind of make them as I see the need. So some that I really do recommend are the Student and Parent Teacher Accommodation Guide. This is my family history and documentation form. And this is a free communication preference checklist. I haven't really made a new celebration week packet just because it's kind of, I don't think I put the year in there. So it's useful year to year. I still love it. All right, so on the Learning to Read and Write tab, I want you to know that this I might update. You'll have to let me know if you want an updated one, but it's a literacy practice workbook. And then this is, in my previous video, I showed how to use the manipulative word building kit. Here is some hand letter writing practice sheets. And then I have a common reversal practice workbook, also free. There is a cursive version of the handwriting sheets. And then there's a CVC version of the handwriting sheets, and it goes all the way to multisyllabic words. And I wanted to show one that that a lot of people look at, but nobody actually like purchased. And it's not even that big. It's literally just 2 pages. So I wanted to show that for you today. All right, so once you fill out everything you click and you download, you're going to come to this PDF file. So it's literally, like I said, just 2 pages, but it is one of the easiest ways to build fluency with an emergent reader, especially if they're just starting out with those CVC words. If they know their short A, short E, short I, short O, short U, you can get them reading sentences. So an easy way that I did this with my students is we would practice first with these fluency grids. And sometimes children do better with a timer, others do not. But if they're a little bit older, I would definitely implement a timer here if they don't have any kind of anxiety around time. For younger students, I kind of keep it more lenient. So they would go cat, sat, mat, Dan, has, tan, hat, pat, tap, mat, bag, lap, bat, cab. Great. And then even as like a tutor, you could check it off, make sure, okay, hey, they're getting these. Maybe they missed one. Maybe you want to check it off, right? But as soon as they have mastered this, move on to these sentences. And let's start. The cat sat on the mat. Woohoo, good job. Dan has a tan hat. Woohoo, good job. Pat can tap the mat. Woohoo! The bag is on the lap. Great. The bat is in the cab. Great job, right? and you can go through all of the vowels. And this is where you can pull these sentences if you wanted to make your own worksheet and cut them out in strips and make a little game of it. I've seen a lot of teachers do that recently, but for me, I just want to make decodable activities more accessible because I see a lot of people online that will claim that this is too easy, but I will say when you are an emergent reader, some of the hardest things is automaticity and fluency. And and it's not about speed. It's not even about prosody. I know a lot of people preach about prosody. For me, it's about comfort. And so a lot of these oral language skills you learn in a Cox campus training environment, because what I want people to understand is a prerequisite to oral language and reading is safety. A student has to feel safe, and you have to create an environment where they feel like they can play. So let's say they do make a mistake and they say sat instead of cat. You want to use that as a teachable moment to be like, oh, hey, do you see an E after that C? Oh, that's right. Remember, C, and then after E, I, and Y is going to make that soft S sound. But if you don't see that E, I, or Y, it's going to make that hard K sound. And, use that as a teachable moment and don't see it as an opportunity to shame or blame or stop and give up. Really use it as a growth mindset opportunity instead of just keeping that rigid like stiff mindset of, oh no, I got it wrong, I'm a terrible person, and have that thought spiral. Because not a lot of people realize that that is part of not just dyslexia, but just growing up. If you don't have confidence, if you don't have an adult that understands mentorship or how to scaffold, how to model, a lot of these students need support, and that comes with empathy and patience. And those aren't always skills that are easy to learn or exhibit in stressful moments. So, any advice I can give you as a parent, as a teacher, as a tutor is to, if you have an opportunity, don't think about gamifying something, but think about how you would make it fun, if that makes sense. So, back to here. Again, you don't have to download any of these. This is just something that I offer. It's fun for me to do. I use them in my home, I use them in my tutoring, and of course, I'm using it here for YouTube. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Freebie Friday. I hope you got a book, even if it's not from me. Again, I hope you took advantage of that Smashwords ebook sale, but ultimately, I want to say thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and supporting my channel and this website, because it's thanks to you that I keep doing this, and it really is helpful with your feedback and insight. So if you're one of those people that's kept up with me over the years and messaged me, thank you so much. But ultimately, thank you for watching.